Good afternoon and happy Sunday. My name is Nayoka Lynn. So this morning I sat in my chair and I drank my lemon water and then my coffee. And I did my usual routine. So then I picked up my phone and I started scrolling through some different things. And yeah, I noticed some repetition. But then I got up and I ate some breakfast and I did some cleaning. And as I was cleaning, my spirit team started to speak to me about things. And I just kept rolling along and listening. But then when I got in the shower, the shower and my chair is like my two favorite spots to get my little downloads. They started talking to me about upgrades. They'll give me a word, and I'll think about the word upgrade. And all of a sudden, I get all this like download of things that I'm aware of. Okay. Like the first thing that came to mind was a computer upgrade because over the last few days, actually a few weeks, I keep getting notices on my phone about upgrading my phone. And then immediately I remember thinking about working on computers. You got to upgrade to the next program, because it'll work better. Then I started hearing conversations in my head that I've had with people over the last few days. I guess my question would be, are you stuck on old programming? Yeah, do you need an upgrade? I know, and I know that I know that I know. Spirit's getting me ready for some type of upgrade. And I've learned not to be afraid and just trust and roll with the flow with the upgrades that I receive. What is upgrades? Why is it so important? Why is it so helpful? Well, it is helpful. I know, especially for seniors, people that have lived through many things. When it comes to computers or upgrading phones or dealing with certain apps, and this was me, and sometimes still, it's confusing. And one of the first things you want to do is just put it down. Just put it, I'm old school or I'm old fashioned. I'm not into that stuff, you know. And these are the conversations that I've had over the last few days. And what I've come to realize is if I just sit down and take the time and learn something that I thought was going to be horrible and found out it was so easy, it was helpful. It made things easier. Yeah. And more efficient. hmm And that isn't that what upgrades are? Yeah, but like I say, sometimes, we get stuck in our thinking, and it doesn't have to be just older folks. It can be younger folks, they get stuck in the way they know things to be. As all of us. I think we're all guilty of that at one point or another. We get used to doing things in a certain way. And maybe those ways had to be for us at that point in time with our perception of things, our beliefs, our circumstances around us. We held on to programming, even if it was fear-based, that we thought we had to hold on to save our lives sometimes. And it became normal for us. We learned to trust it. Yeah. Well, maybe it's time for upgrades. Yeah, upgrades are your friend. Your upgrade is your friend. It will make your life easier and more efficient. It'll help you move along. We get stuck, and right away I get a vision of little Luigi going along collecting his coins, collecting that knowledge. But sometimes Luigi will just sit down, won't he? Imagine just him sitting there and not moving forward. He doesn't pass that level. He doesn't get to pass that level and use all that knowledge that he has acquired to slay the beast or get through to the next level. Because it's going to take all that knowledge that you've learned to get to that next level. And it's not so difficult when you're open to it. If you don't keep telling yourself, well, I can't do that, or I'm not good like that, or no, I'm just old fashioned, or I'm old school. Well, you get stuck. You get stuck on that level and you don't move forward. Now, if that's what you choose to do, you have a choice. Does that mean you'll go unloved? No. Source, your spirit team will be right there loving on you. Yeah, absolutely, because everything is a choice. And it's unconditional. Love of Source and your spirit team, your entourage, that love is unconditional. But what happens is you get stuck there and it'll get uncomfortable. When things aren't in motion, if you're not moving forward, it gets stagnant. Stagnant water stinks. Yeah, it gets polluted. Sometimes our lives are like that. When there's no forward movement, we get stagnant. Life starts to get difficult. Yeah, because change is inevitable. We need to change. And if you're stuck in a certain loop, if you're stuck in your thinking, well, what happens? Change will happen. It'll get worse. Yeah. So upgrades. I was thinking about that. Thinking about people needing to upgrade their thinking, upgrade their belief system, phones needing to be upgraded, computer programming need to be upgrading. Yeah, the world is upgrading. You might not think so, but it is. The earth always continuously upgrades. Gaia is efficient. She knows how to take care of her. Yeah. So maybe this day you need some upgrading to your programming. Sit down. Take a moment for yourself. Do things for yourself. Get still with yourself and your thoughts, your beliefs. Are they helping you or are they holding you back? Do you feel stuck? Does your life suck? Yeah. Or have you become stagnant and you just come to think, well, this is the way my life is, and you just tell yourself that you're just so happy with your life. Maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. That's okay too. I heard somebody ask me one time, what makes you think your way's the right way? Well, look, there are many ways. There are many ways. There are many systems and programs and all kind of things that will help you along the way. I'm not saying my way is the only way. Nobody should ever say your way is the only way. Yeah. But it's a way. Yeah. And I love how my team works with me that way. They'll give me analogies a lot of times, but they don't just hand it to me on a silver platter. No, they make me work for it a little bit. And I love that. I do. I love that. So, yeah. So, over the next however long it takes, I will be getting still and asking for my upgrade. I love upgrades. I do. It doesn't have to be difficult or scary. I think the not knowing tells us we can't do that, or it's scary, or it's unknown, because we've gotten so used to the way we do things on a regular. So sit back, ask yourself, do I need an upgrade? Do I need an upgrade in my health? Do I need an upgrade in my surroundings? Do I need an upgrade in my thinking? Put the work in for yourself. You're worth it. It's not that hard. You just got to want to. It's your choice. You'll be loved nonetheless. It's your choice. If you want your life to be more efficient, a little easier, yeah, and joyful. Yeah, joy is birthright. Okay, I got stuff to do. My name's Nayoka Lynn. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Namaste.